Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're talking all about the best of the best wardrobe essentials. These are things that you really need. Again, they're the best of the best, and I really wanted to create this video to kind of serve as a guide to you guys that maybe you can even reference back to. It's going to cover many different brands, many different price points, and we have 15 categories to get through. I'll go through them pretty quickly, but you're gonna see that for each category, I'm showing what I think, in my opinion, is the best piece in that category. So if we're talking about a trench coat, I'm going to show you what I think is the best trench coat out there. So I really think you will love everything. I'll obviously be trying everything on for you. You'll see me mixing and matching things, and you'll see that you can really wear these pieces every single day on a daily basis, rotate them out, switch them out. You'll just really get your money's worth. So per usual, everything that I show will be linked down below. Everything should still be in stock because these are pieces that brands just continually keep in stock because people keep buying them. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to talk about and kind of get out of the way is seamless undergarments, because that's the secret foundation to basically every outfit. So we're gonna start on top, which is this bra that I've been raving about for months now. It is by True & Co. And I just can't get over how thin it is, but yet it provides so much support, coverage. The quality just feels really good. Like I honestly feel like I'll be able to use this and wear this for years. And you can obviously get it in many colors. You can get it in different necklines. I do really recommend getting it in a color that is closest to your skin tone so that you can literally grab it and wear it with basically any top. Now, when it comes to underwear, I can definitely link my favorite seamless underwear, which is crucial. You guys need them. However, I also wanted to call out these Amazon essentials. These underwear that come in like a big pack. They are just so darn comfortable. I wear them literally every day. I just love them so much. You can get them in so many different color combinations. I just went with like the neutrals, and you can get them in like a thong, a bikini. Like there's different types, but just they're the Amazon essentials. They're very well priced, and guys, I cannot get over how comfortable they are. So I wanted to just reference them because they're like an everyday underwear. Next, we need to talk about basic t-shirts. Now, if you're watching this video, maybe you already know the importance of having good basic t-shirts, but if you don't know that, I'm here to tell you, you guys need good quality basic t-shirts. There's so much you can do with them. So I've narrowed them down to two brands that I think are the best. The first being, again, the Amazon Essentials brand, just because I feel like, you know, the quality is really good, but the price point, like each t-shirt's only like $8. And so if I get a stain on one of them, it's not that big of a deal. I'll order more. They come in a pack of 2, so you can mix and match the colors that you want. So you could get a black and a white. You could get maybe a gray and a white. I recommend white, an oatmeal, a black, and a gray. Those are just the colors that kind of encompass every option. Now, as I go through things, I'm actually just gonna hang them up right here. And then by the end of the video, we're gonna have a nice, lovely wardrobe collection. The other brand of t-shirts that I really love are actually by Madewell. They are a little bit more pricey, but they are so, I just love the fit of them. They're a little bit more oversized, a little more relaxed. I love how slouchy this V-neck is. I love the cute little pocket here. I love even just like the tone of gray, like the graininess of it. It's just a really cute t-shirt that I continually grab and continually use very often. The next top that I think everyone should have is a classic white button-down blouse. Now this one I've had for years. This actually might be my second one because if you do wear white for years, it does start to turn a little bit. So I've had this for a few months, but it's by Express. It's just the best in my opinion. I absolutely love the fit of it, and I also love the ever so slight sheerness of it, which I know some people might not like. You obviously can't wear like a black bra with this or even a bright white bra, but I think wearing just a neutral, like a nude bra, that's always what I do. It looks perfect, and the ever so slight sheerness to it actually makes it look a little more stylish in my opinion. I just love wearing this, especially with gold jewelry. And the bottoms, it could be dress pants, it could be jeans, it could literally be anything, and this will still look good. Next, I wanna talk about 3 different sweaters in 3 different colors that I really think you need. The first being what I'm wearing, which is, again, by Amazon, but guys, the price point, like everything, is just so good. I'm always impressed, but sweaters can be so expensive. But this one is just a basic cable knit oversized sweater, and I love the neutral color that I got it in. It's kind of like a neutral oatmeal creamy color. Next, I love this gray oversized cable knit sweater, again, Amazon, but I especially love the chunky oversized turtleneck on it. But speaking of turtlenecks, everyone needs a classic form-fitted black turtleneck. There is so much you can do with this, but it really is essential that you find the best one, and I feel like I did. This is from Everlane. I don't know if you've ever heard of Everlane, but they are very well known for basics, but really high quality basics. So this is definitely a little bit more pricey than Amazon. But the quality is so there, and this will last you for years upon years, and it just fits so well. And it looks super sophisticated and chic and just, it's just so good. Next, we're gonna talk about must-have jeans. And in my opinion, there are 3 different types of jeans and color washes that you really need. The first one, if you've been following me at all, this is no surprise. This is the Levi wedgie jean. I know. It's such a classic. It's such a classic, and the name sounds awful. I don't know why they would ever name it wedgie. It does not provide you wedgies, but it is a classic jean. Continuing on with Levi, I also recommend the Levi rib cage jeans, which I have in 2 different washes, the classic blue wash and then also this like darkish grayish black, but they are just so flattering. They're definitely very high-waisted, which is why they call them the rib cage jeans. So I love tucking blouses and tops into them. They really define your waist. They make your butt look fabulous. They're just so flattering. And then they are a wide leg the whole way down. They make shoes look great. They're just a fabulous pair of jeans to have. And we can't forget about the good old skinny jeans. So these are by Madewell. They are my favorite. I love the wash of them. They're kind of like a grayish blackish wash. I just feel like I can get the most wear out of these. I can really dress them up. I can really dress them down. They work with like any shoe out there. I just feel like they're a lot more versatile than the typical dark blue jean. Okay, so I have added the jeans down there. So as you can see, we're building a lovely color palette here. Next, we need to talk about shoes, which are so important. I have 6 different pairs of shoes to show you today. All of them are totally different. The first being these classic black boots. These are the best black boots in my opinion. I just love them so much. They are by Steve Madden. I think the heel is perfection because it's definitely a heel. It gives you some elevation, but they're not too tall. And I can walk for miles and miles in them, and I'm going to be very comfortable. I also love the matte black color, and then I also love how they are pointy, but they're not too pointy. They're just a classic pointy, and they're gonna make your legs look very long. Next, you need 2 different color loafers, the first being in black, the second in a cognac brown color. So the black that I have are by Sam Edelman. They are so comfortable. These are probably the most comfortable shoes that I own. The Gucci versions are like $700 and they're very uncomfortable, but these are, I can't recommend them enough. I have them in many colors, but black is definitely where you should start. Now, as far as the cognac brown loafers, these are by Madewell. I've had them for 3 or 4 years and I still continually grab them because they match everything. Cognac is like a special color that looks great with black, with white, with creams, with blues and navies. Like, it's just a magic color. Classic pumps are also a must, but it's really hard to find ones that look stylish but are also comfortable, and I've definitely found them. These are again by Sam Edelman. I think you definitely need them in black. I mean, you need them in black, but then also a really pretty nudie color, something that's gonna match your skin tone. So he has so many different colors. I actually went with this color, but I also went with the crocodile print, which he has ones that aren't crocodile. He has like suede versions. He has many different versions, so you can just look to see what your preference is, but I like how this is kind of smooth and this has some texture. By the way, all of the shoes in this video all seem to run true to size. So I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but just FYI. But moving on, you also need a really good basic pair of white sneakers, but like literally basic white, no bells and whistles, and these have been so great. These are by Madewell. I've only had them for maybe a month or so, so I have worn them, but nothing too crazy. They're still pretty white, but that's what I really like about them. This is the style of them. The white isn't too bright blue undertone, like fake looking. It's just like a nice, natural looking white with no design really, but still, like, you can dress them up with maybe like a streetwear look, or you could really just throw them on with a pair of ripped jeans and a white t-shirt. Like, they're just very versatile. Now, since we're kind of done with the shoes, we do need to quickly talk about no-show socks and how important they are. I did a recent video, 8 ways you are wearing your shoes wrong, and one of my points was wearing socks that are very visible with your sneakers. It just doesn't look very good. And at the time of me filming that video, I actually didn't have the best no-show socks. So many socks are labeled no-show, and then you put them on and clearly you see them and it just doesn't look that great. But I finally found the best, just the best. They're really down in there, so you can't see them. They're still comfortable because they feel like socks, and it gives you the no-show sneaker look. Aha, so I've added some of the shoes to our lovely little wardrobe collection here. But next we're gonna move on to some more essentials that kind of pull outfits together. It's kind of like the icing on the cake. So first I want to talk about blazers. Now, this is the only category in this entire video where I cannot link the exact versions that I have. But what I'm more trying to communicate to you are the colors that I think you need in blazers. These are from Nordstrom, they're just not available anymore. But I really think everyone needs a good light beige blazer and a black blazer. So I will try to find the best options out there in these 2 colors. I have so many blazers in my collection, but these are the 2 that I wear the very most, and it's because of the colors. Next, I want to talk about an essential bag that I think everyone needs just because, again, of its versatility. So this is the transport tote, the Madewell transport tote that is beloved by so many. I mean, even just looking, it's so beautiful and it's so functional. I think this is a fabulous work bag. It's a fabulous everyday bag. The handles are removable. Like, this can be worn crossbody, it can be worn over your shoulder. This can be removed and it can be worn, you know, shoulder, crook of the arm. It's just such a perfect size for so much. But again, an everyday bag. The inside does come with a compartment. The leather quality is fabulous. And again, kind of circling back to the cognac color that you really can't go wrong with. I also love this little flap right here in the front. You could throw your keys in there, something just like easy access. It's just such a good everyday bag. Next, we're gonna talk about 3 different jackets that I think everyone needs. They're all very different, and we're gonna work our way up in the warmth factor. So first is just a classic black faux leather moto jacket. I really recommend you getting it in the hardware that you prefer. So I prefer gold, so that's what I went with here. And you can also get it in different sheens. I'm gonna link several options below. This is definitely my favorite brand. Mine actually does come with a removable hood, which I really like because if I wanna look more casual, kind of like streetwear, I leave the hood on. If I wanna look a little more uppity, I can take the hood off. But again, I'm gonna link several options below. If you don't have a trench coat, you need a trench coat. It will forever be so classic. And I've had, I think, 3 different trench coats, but this one has been my favorite. I try them on all the time in different stores, but this is the best in my opinion. It is by Everlane. It has thousands of reviews and like people just love this, but I do want to mention about the sizing. This is actually an extra small, so it definitely runs big. So I would just look at the reviews. You can actually sort the reviews by your weight and your height and see what other people have purchased, and that's like really helpful on that website. So kudos to Everlane for kind of being able to, you know, sort through the reviews, but so many people love this. It's just, it fits really well. The color is perfect. The style is perfect. It's just perfect. So I really wanted to recommend a good, warm, yet stylish winter coat because depending on where you live and the temperature, this faux leather jacket and trench coat are just not gonna cut it. So I love this winter coat so much. I've had it for this entire winter season and it's just so warm, but again, so stylish. I purchased it actually in this like army green color, which I love, but you could also get it in black, you could get it in like a tan, a white, but I was just like immediately drawn to this color. And there's a lot of pockets, there's a lot of zippers, the hood is so warm and fuzzy and cozy. It's just such a good coat. It gives you some shape too, which I love. So next I want to talk about jewelry, which really is the icing on your outfit. And there are specific pieces that I want to talk about and recommend to you that I literally wear on a daily basis. Everything is by Miranda FRYE. I've been working with her now for, I think, over 3 years. I wear her jewelry every single day. So the first thing that I want to talk about, obviously, is the Shea necklace. We collaborated on this necklace, and I just think it's such a perfect everyday necklace that you really never have to take off. It looks good by itself. It looks good layered with other necklaces. It looks great with every type of outfit. I also wanted to talk about just a good pendant necklace. She has many different pendant options. By the way, I do have a discount code. It's Shea. You'll save 10% on her entire site. I'll link some different pendants down below, but I think a nice round or oval pendant looks amazing with sweaters, with button-down blouses, and even just a basic t-shirt. Another necklace that I just love, this was like one of my first loves by Miranda FRYE, is the London necklace. It's kind of just this bald necklace that you can wear at different lengths. I actually really like it kind of higher up, kind of not quite a choker, but it really catches the light very well. But it's also dainty at the same time. It's just one of her best sellers. If it's in stock, you should totally jump on it because it's probably gonna go out of stock pretty soon. And then also the classic hoops. You really can't go wrong with these hoops. There's smaller hoops, obviously, there's larger hoops. This is like the perfect in-between size that looks great with every outfit. So this next category is totally unnecessary. You really don't need to do this, but if it happens to be something you are interested in, I really think it makes a big difference, and that's wearing an iconic designer handbag. So this is a Chanel Jumbo, and this is a Louis Vuitton Speedy. These are classic bags. I can link some other iconic classic bags down below. I really recommend Fashion File. So I got this one, both of these bags actually were pre-loved or used, and I saved hundreds, if not thousands actually, on these bags. And I just think that having maybe one, if it interests you, can really elevate any look. You could look very, very basic, but throwing on a Louis Vuitton Speedy, you're gonna look fab. And so like I said, Fashion File is my favorite place. So if you don't wanna spend as much as it really costs brand new, you can save a lot of money there. Not sponsored, it's just, I'm literally on Fashion File's website on the daily. So I thought I would again mention them to you. All right, so here are many of the wardrobe essentials that I think are the best of the best. We're missing a few shoes here. I need more shelves, but everything that I showed will be linked down below. And guys, you can't go wrong with these. They are loved by many. Sometimes I think it's so important to focus on the foundation of your wardrobe. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you happen to be new, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.